They want me to go to Las Vegas at once. Make contact with the Portuguese photographer named Sergio. He'll have all the details. All I have to do, check into my soundproof suite. They'll seek me out. What do you think?
Sounds like real trouble. You're gonna need plenty of legal advice before this thing is over.
Oh, yeah.
As your attorney, I advise you to rent a very fast car with no top.
Yeah?
And you'll need the cocaine. Tape recorder for special music. Acapulco shirts. Get the hell out of LA for at least 48 hours.
Podcasting from somewhere in Central Florida.
Where is the bloody rum?
I see you cried knifey spoony before.
Let's drink some rum.
Rum is the power, rum is the key, rum is the thing that will set us free. Rum, rum, rum,
And nerdy.
rum, ahoy! Rum, rum, rum,
And nerdy.
Sit back, relax. Remember to turn off your cell phones. For the next hour, let me be your Candy Crush.
Welcome to Rum and Nerdy, the guest-hosted brunch edition from Las Vegas. I'm Dave.
And I'm Shannon.
And we are here to take you on our own little rum and nerdy journey this morning. Well, it may be afternoon or evening, wherever you're at. But needless to say, it's morning in Las Vegas for us, so we're having a little brunch, and we're going to have some rum.
Let's be honest. We're calling it brunch because you're serving me rum at 9:30 in the morning.
Is it really ever too early to start drinking?
No. But we all know that I'm not a huge rum fan, except for Malibu. And they'll hate me for saying that, but I love me some Malibu. But you promised me one of Greg and Garrett's favorites that I'm sure to like, so we'll be trying that here shortly. But let's tell everybody why we're doing this and how this came about.
Well, because I was listening to the last episode of Rum and Nerdy, and Greg and Garrett both talking about their travel, going to Saudi Arabia, going to, say, Europe. There are all these things, and they're like, oh, my God, how in the world are we going to be able to keep our promise of doing a new show each and every week? Like, are we going to have to work ahead? We're going to have to record all of these shows one after another one weekend. I mean, how are they going to do it? Because they got all this travel. Well, they don't know we're doing this.
Yeah, this is a total surprise. So we're recording this, and then we're just going to send it to them and say, hey, if you like it, use it. If you don't, no skin off our backs. But we wanted to actually thought this might be a fun way for them to get out of a week of recording.
Exactly. And we get to have some fun, and we get to drink some rum.
Yeah, I've never done a podcast except for theirs.
Right.
So this,
Well, once again, you're doing theirs, but now we are the guest host. We make the decisions. We do what we want. But no, that doesn't mean that we're going to be trying Malibu, Shannon.
Unfortunately. But I'm sure to like, what rum are we doing today?
Well, this is a rum that actually Greg brought, what was it? Maybe about a month ago. I think, you know what? It was when Las Vegas had the 75-mile-per-hour hurricane winds, and we entertained and did dinner in the backyard.
Oh, that's right. And you took him down to Lee's Liquor and mixed this up. And,
yep.
And it's a favorite of theirs, and he said it'd be a favorite of ours, but we never opened the bottle.
And this is one we never opened.
Because he was making Hemingways that night.
So what I have here is the Plantation Pineapple Rum.
I love pineapple. So
now, the backstory on this is it's a tribute to the character created by Charles Dickens in the Pickwick Papers, Reverend Stiggins, and his favorite drink was pineapple rum. Now, the barks of Victoria pineapples are infused in Plantation 3-star rum. It's then further distilled separately. The pineapple fruit is infused in Plantation Original Dark Rum. Both distillate and fruit infusion are finally blended together, creating a rich and delicious pineapple bouquet accented by smoky and clove notes.
I love how you're getting all technical. I don't even think the guys do that.
Oh, they totally do this.
Do they?
They totally do
All right.
this.
I've only listened to like 5 episodes, but,
Really?
I'll be...
Shannon. All right, so 9:30 in the morning, are we ready to try this? So we're going to try this 3 ways. All right, we're going to first do neat.
Neat.
Then over some ice.
Okay, so warm, then cold.
Right. And then if you want, we can make you
and
a
then
foo-foo
you're going to
drink.
make me a foo-foo.
Yeah.
Well, there was a recipe. Wasn't there like the best way to drink it if you're going to mix it with something?
There was, so we'll get to that here in a second.
All right, awesome.
Here, let's pop this.
Oh, and he spills it.
Right on-
Alcohol
right on the
abuse.
mic,
right
too.
on the mic. What
Oh, my
was
goodness.
that?
All right, let's try this.
So while Dave's pouring that, we're like, what do we talk about today? Being in Vegas and,
There's
things
yours.
we like to do here. Ooh, it smells good. Oh, I'm not ready for this.
Wow. This smells fantastic.
It's so strong at 9:30 in the morning, I have to tell you.
That is
I like
really
it. Like, it's very good, actually.
no, that's really smooth. Like there's almost no burn to that whatsoever just drinking it neat.
Need a sip of water. It's a little strong.
That is really, really good. And you taste the hint of pineapple, but it's not overpowering.
It's booze. It's overpowering. Let's see how we get by the end of this
Come on,
podcast.
man up, Shannon. Let's go. All right, let me take one more sip here.
All right.
Ooh.
There you go.
All right, would you like a little ice?
Yes, please. Let's try it cold. See how that goes. So Dave and I were talking about what to talk about on the podcast today, and we thought, well, since we're in Las Vegas, why don't we talk about our favorite things to do off the strip? No casinos, no, because the only time we go down there are for conferences or when we have friends in town or Golden Knights game or a good show or concert.
Yeah.
We now have Allegiant Stadium, and the sports and entertainment world is just blowing up in Las Vegas.
And in fact, we've actually been there to see what is now Shannon's favorite team, too, the Kansas City Chiefs. Greg's
yes.
team playing the Las Vegas Raiders, and we've been to a couple games where the Chiefs have played the Raiders. So.
Well, I became an official fan. So my bestie Michelle is a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Yeah.
And now my bestie Greg is a Kansas City Chiefs fan. And when we did St. Kansas City last year, I'm like, well, I have to buy some garb to go to the game, right?
Yeah.
They're swirling it. Dave's swirling it.
I'm
So anyway,
swirling.
I figured since I bought Kansas City shirt, headgear, all this stuff, I was officially a fan. So now Kansas City is my team. And I've grown up hating the Raiders. So,
Yeah, me
I know
too.
they're a team in Las Vegas now, but I can't really. I'll support them. I'll go to a game, but yeah, I still hate them.
It's tough to embrace the Raiders. I fully agree.
They're going to have to reach out to locals and do some loving to get my vote. But
Yeah.
there you go.
Hey, I've been a lifelong Chargers fan, so take that for what it's worth. We're not exactly setting the world on fire, but we do have Justin Herbert. So I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm hoping this next season we see some good things.
All right, so I just took a sip.
So what do you think with it on ice?
I like it much better on ice. It's much easier to drink for me.
Yeah.
You know what I would really love to do is put one of my fufu ice cubes. I make these beautiful juice ice cubes in big round balls. I think if we put one of those ice cubes in it, like the strawberry, pineapple, banana,
Ooh, yeah.
in with this rum,
Mhm.
it would be perfection.
That would be really
So
good.
we might have to try that after the fufu drink,
Okay.
since we're just sipping here.
Since we're just sipping.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do the
So-
fufu drink here in a little bit.
So Dave, what do we do? The top 3, top 5? Anyway, we can just have a discussion. What is one of your most favoritist things to do off the strip in Las Vegas?
The one thing I love about Vegas, and a lot of people don't realize this, is we have a restaurant scene in Las Vegas off the strip that is amazing. And a lot of the celebrity and huge chefs that come here to work at an MGM, Bellagio, the Wynn, they end up opening up another restaurant like in Summerlin or in Henderson. And these are amazing, like 4- and 5-star chefs opening up literally a restaurant in a strip mall that I'm telling you is some of the best food you will ever eat. I mean, just
and
amazing.
more affordable, because you take them out of the casinos and you've got an amazing meal that costs probably 3/4 of the price. I mean, it's pretty significant.
Yeah. And so anytime we travel, we end up usually disappointed. When, for instance, we go to Orlando, we do what everybody does. We go to iDrive and we're hitting just, the steakhouses on iDrive, which is what most people that come to Vegas do. They're going to the strip. eating at the steakhouses, that there are some amazing restaurants on the Strip. They're just really, really pricey, just ridiculous. I mean, heck, there are some steakhouses you can easily spend $200 a person for. You know, by the time you add in a martini or a couple glasses of wine, it just gets ridiculous. But off the Strip, man, some great stuff. So I would say the restaurant scene is one of my favorite things to do here in Las Vegas. Off the Strip.
I think you have to get a little more specific. Like, is there a favorite restaurant?
Oh, one of my
what's your
favorites
go-to?
is one that they do Thai tapas, and it's
Ooh,
called
I know what you're talking about.
Nataya's Secret Kitchen. And they have this dish called the world famous spinach salad. Now, what's funny is it's really not a salad. It is, they take spinach leaves and they flash fry them with a little batter, a little tempura batter on them, and flash fry them really quick. And then they have this peanut sauce that you spoon over it. Oh my God. It is truly
It's so
an
yummy.
orgasm in your mouth.
It's so yummy.
It
For
is
sure.
so yummy.
For sure.
Even my daughter, my 19-year-old daughter is so picky and eats cheeseburgers and pizza and burritos. That's it. She loves the spinach salad. And this is a girl that otherwise wouldn't put a piece of spinach in her mouth to save her life. But
So
she digs the spinach salad.
I'm kind of surprised you started with the restaurant scene, because I could have swore that your first number one pick of going to in Las Vegas was going to be the Arts District, close to downtown. You totally forgot, didn't you? I knew you did.
Well,
knew
I
you
mean,
did.
you know, you first got to eat before you drink.
I don't know. There's a lot of good food places down there. Just recently, Todd English opened up a hotel and restaurant down there.
yeah.
Wolfgang Puck. What was that?
1228 Main is amazing.
We took Greg there one time when he was here, and it was amazing. So the Arts District is compiled of really one big street with all these, which is Main Street, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's Commerce that's next to it and a couple other little streets, but it's a main street that you walk down, and they have, I want to say, at least a dozen or more breweries
Yeah.
that you can walk in. You can eat, you can sit outside, you can play games, live music. They have a couple comedy clubs down there. One of those Michelin star chefs you were talking about opened Esther's Kitchen, which is
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, I think he was on was it Top Chef? He was on one of the
I think
TV
it was
shows.
Top Chef, yeah. But just, I've actually taken Dan and Greg down there.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite spots. We usually go once a month, I want to say, and
We
just
do.
go walk around and enjoy the breweries.
We
and-
literally will just Uber down from the house because we know we're going to be drinking. Well, for you, we'll go to the Arts District is also now being kind of nicknamed the Brew District.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
the city has offered all these incentives for breweries to open up, all these tax incentives that if they'll open up, they get all these crazy tax breaks to make it more affordable for them to do business down there. It's all part of the revitalization of downtown Las Vegas. And it's really not aimed at the tourist whatsoever. You go down and it's all locals that are just hanging out, and it's just a cool hang.
It's such a great vibe. And, you know, you also have antique shops that you can walk around and walk by. There's now quite a few like infusion craft cocktail places.
Yeah.
There was that one place, that tequila place. Was it Mezcal or
It's called Mezclaw.
Mezcla?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, we had a blast there. I think we went on that same trip. We went there with Greg as
Greg.
well.
And they ended up having some really good rums available.
Yes.
And then I was trying both some really like high-end tequilas, and the bartender there, God, I wish I remembered her name, but she was fantastic.
Fantastic.
And she's like, oh, if you like this, let me show you this. And she's pulling out bottles of tequila and giving me little sippers
And rum.
and rum
For Greg.
and like no charge. She's just pouring all these fun little shots for me of different tequilas, and I look them up to see what they cost at Total Wine, and it's like, oh my God, this is a $200, $250 bottle
Yeah,
of
she
tequila.
was taking us on a ride. That's
She
for
was
sure.
taking us on a ride.
It was amazing.
Oh my God.
And they also have incredible food. Their ceviche. They're more of
Yeah.
a seafood. So yeah, mezcla. I'm telling you guys, if you're ever in Vegas, call us. Let's go.
No, without
We
a
are
doubt.
always down.
We would love to
take
host.
you to some of the best places in town that you would never think of or go to.
And let's face it, we
Otherwise in
know that you
Vegas.
all end up coming to Vegas at one point or another, either for work, because there is so many cool projects happening in Las Vegas, or if you just want to come and play, man, oh man, let us take you down to the brew in the Arts District, because it is so friggin'
Phenomenal.
cool.
Yeah. And even at there's another place, and I don't know what they're calling this, Dave, actually, at the end of Fremont Street downtown, like you walk past the canopy, you can go 5, 6, 7 blocks down, and there's some amazing stuff down there too as well.
It's called Fremont East.
Fremont East, thank you.
Yep.
They have Container Park. A lot of this was the revitalization from Tony Shea at Zappos.
Yeah.
Put in a lot of money into that area to just make it a scene, and it's a very hip, fun scene as well. They have a lot of just different fun bars and themed restaurants, and Container Park is built of like 50 containers stacked up on each other for small businesses, so small businesses can afford to rent or lease out these little places. And you walk through and it's beautiful. There's a makers and finders, and then there's a big train with a stage in front of it. And, you can even bring the kids down and enjoy a cocktail or eat, or, shop in the local shops.
They have the little
arts.
rooftop restaurants.
That's pretty amazing. Container
overlook
Park is
downtown.
definitely.
Well, and Fremont Street Experience itself is pretty cool, because they do the free concerts every Friday or Saturday night. For instance, this past weekend they had Sugar Hill Gang and who does the whoop? There it is.
I know the song, but you're never gonna get the name out of me.
Tag Team.
I
believe it's
I
Tag
would have
Team.
never thought that.
And then next week they have the rock band Lit out of LA is coming to play.
Yeah, so a lot of
and these
cool
are all
concerts
free
down there,
concerts, and all summer long they do a ton of cool free concerts. You can just go down and hang and watch the band.
Yeah.
And the drinks are cheap.
You got Mob Museum
And then once you're down
there, which is fantastic. If you've never gone, you give a couple hours up for that, because it's an experience for sure.
which, by the way, Shannon did a lot of work on that project.
I did. It was my first project into this industry, actually.
Yeah.
Back then, it's my first.
Kind of what got you started.
Yeah. Pop my cherry on that one.
Yep.
So.
And it is amazing.
And also, the Neon Museum.
Yeah.
Their newest addition, the Tropicana sign.
Mm-hmm.
The Tropicana closed a few weeks ago and is getting ready to be demolished for
making way for
the A's
new
Stadium.
Las Vegas Athletics that will be here.
If they leave Sacramento, because there's some rumors out there that Sacramento may try to keep them.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see.
You know what? There's a lot of people in Las Vegas that would actually be okay with that.
You know what? It's a win-win. We get a brand new stadium. They get a city that likes them.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a win-win for everybody.
Most people in Vegas really don't want the Athletics. They're one of the worst teams in baseball. I mean, they're just horrible.
Yeah, but
the
when
owner
you
is
come to
cheap.
Vegas,
Well, if they come to Vegas, he's going to have to spend some money and actually turn that into a good team. Because Vegas, as you know from watching the Vegas Golden Knights playing Florida, man, Vegas doesn't like to lose.
Well,
we spend the money to get a good team. As much as people hate Vegas because we got here so quick to win a Stanley Cup, but we've been in the playoffs every year except one for the Vegas Golden Knights. And we're going back again this time.
And that was in a very emotional team to begin with, because in 2017, a month after October 1, they played their first game. So their first game in a new city, new arena, October 1 happens, which was just devastating to our community and the world. It was just heartfelt, and people were just so emotional, and they really brought community to that first. You know, if you've ever seen a Golden Knights game, or if you've ever even seen it on TV, Vegas knows how to do a show, right? So they put on this whole show in the beginning, but for the very first one, they called out the names of the family members of October 1.
1 October,
and the people who had passed, and it was just a very
everybody cried.
They are dearly loved. You can't go anywhere without seeing the Golden Knights logo on a license plate. Gear, everybody wears their shirts. I mean, it's
all
just
the time.
they're
Like year round.
beloved team here.
You
so
know, it'll
I
be
don't think anybody
midsummer
will
and
beat
you're
that.
at Costco and you see people wearing their VGK gear.
For sure.
You know, in the middle of the supermarket.
Loved team.
It's just absolutely amazing. You know,
I forgot. We got on a tangent. I don't even know what we were talking about. I know we were talking about Fremont Street. Oh, Mob Museum.
Oh, the Mob
the
Museum. The Neon Museum.
The Tropicana being
That's
demolished.
That's
for
the rabbit hole we went down.
There we go. So.
We should make you want your foo-foo drink? We should make the foo-foo drink.
Yeah, let's do the foo-foo drink so then I can put the I'm excited about putting the ice cube in here. I'll have to be honest with you, my little juice cube.
Well, you got to finish that so I'm just going to pour this into that glass when I get done shaking
It's
it.
now 10 o'clock. You don't want me to go too fast here. I'm supposed to get in the pool later. It's going to be 94 degrees today in Las Vegas.
Yep.
I'm very excited about getting to my pool. Okay, so what are you making? Okay, so you're doing the rum. Babe, that's a lot of rum. Should slow down there. All right, so we got the rum.
Okay, so let me tell you what we're making here. And
We're going to call this three-way.
I am making a Stiggins daiquiri.
Ooh.
And truly, all this is 2 ounces of plantation pineapple rum, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice, and 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. That's it.
You even already squeezed the lime, and man, you're prepped.
I am not an amateur, Shannon. Like, do you know me? Seriously.
Babe, I've never done a podcast with you. I didn't know you were going to be all ready. I thought you were going to squeeze the limes and all that fun stuff. Oh, and you're doing it in a shaker. We're going to shake it up.
Oh, yeah. You're supposed to do it in a shaker. And then we strain it into your cup. That's why you got to drink the rest of that.
Oh, my goodness.
You can also dunk it. You know, Greg and Garrick usually have like the little dump bucket if they need to. So
in case it's not good.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. 3/4 of an ounce.
So, hey, if we ever do this again, can we do champagne and nerdy? Champagne and nerdy. Because that's my nickname is Champagne. That's my favorite. Greg Garrett, can we review champagnes on one of the shows? I would be totally in with that. Maybe you guys come over and we'll all do a champagne edition at the Martin Blue at the bar. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, so Dave's pouring the lime juice into the shaker. Yep. And you already put in the simple syrup?
I did.
All right, here we go. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Shake it, shake it.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Where'd that come from? Am I too young to know that?
Okay.
All right. Oh, I'm excited. My cup first.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ooh, it's pretty.
All right, that's good. That's good. Oh, it is pretty. It's got a nice caramel color to it. You can have more than me, babe. I'm way good at that.
Okay. So we are trying the Stiggins daiquiri.
There's no ice in it? You don't leave ice in it?
Nope. You just strain it in. Well.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, that's really good. I could do that. I love the lime.
Holy shit, that's good.
Yeah.
The lime offsets the simple syrup and the hint of pineapple in the pineapple rum. The flavors really just come together. They really meld together nicely. That is good.
Do you remember what was was it the Higgins that Greg made when he was over here? The Hemingway. The Hemingway.
No, that had that had a cherry liqueur, which I've got here.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was really good. That was dangerous though, man. I was like, I can only do just one. And then they were drinking them all night. Like,
Greg all night long powered through. I've actually got that other bottle of, he was using regular plantation rum. Oh, please.
Oh, so plantation has.
It was just the plantation 3 stars he was using to make that. And
that bottle's almost empty.
That bottle has.
Was that from the one night?
Yes.
Oh, dear God.
That is all from that one night.
And then the next morning, we woke up thinking we were going to go to brunch, right?
Uh-huh.
And then, oops.
And you're getting.
The conference started at 9. We thought it was that night.
Yeah, I believe Melissa just sent a text and said, where are you guys?
Where are you guys? We're heading to brunch. Where are you? At the conference.
Yeah. On a Sunday morning.
Oops. Yeah, that was fun. All right, honey. Well, cheers.
Oh, that is good.
This could be dangerous though too. Like this is just, you want a small sipper glass.
Yeah, totally. And I wonder how this would work. That's with simple syrup. I wonder how that would work with agave.
Oh, just as good.
I think so, because the agave would probably be a little less sugar
Yeah, which is good
than the simple syrup.
Yeah, not
So-
too much sugar.
Man, we'll have to try that next time.
Oh, definitely.
We'll have to try that next time.
So, any other pointers for Las Vegas for people that are coming in for stuff off the strip that you're really?
The
fond
beauty
of?
is, too, if you just want to get out of town, we have Red Rock that you can literally go hiking
beautiful.
in. And there's just some really easy trails. You could throw on some Skechers and just go cruise around some easy trails if you wanted around Red
and
Rock.
I think they do helicopter rides, day trips, or Grand Canyon's not far either. I mean, I think that's a 3-hour drive.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
amazing.
Yeah, I think Grand Canyon, maybe about 5 hours. Or if you want to go hit the Pacific Ocean and go to the beach, you can be down at like Redondo Beach in SoCal in 4 hours.
Yeah, but I think we should talk more local, like if you're in town.
No, but it's just,
Some of the best
that's the
spots.
cool thing of it is where our spot here is in Vegas is we have so many other cool things that are close by. We have Lake Mead. You can go up to Bryan Head or Zion, Utah.
Boulder City. Boulder City's
Boulder
a quaint little
City.
place. And Guy Fiero, diners,
Oh, Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Diners, drive-ins, and dives. There's a couple places in there that he really loves, and they're doing their spring jamboree in 2 weeks. I'm super excited to go out there. It's just so beautiful.
And a fun
It's
fact
great
about
little
Boulder
town.
City, it's, I think, really the only town in all of Nevada with no gaming. You cannot
that's
gamble.
right.
You
That's
cannot
right.
gamble in Boulder City.
No machines.
There's no machines.
I would move out there.
Oh, I would love to.
I would move out there.
In all honesty, I think in Boulder City, you almost need to be approved
Yeah, I think you're
by,
right.
by the people that
think
live
you're
there. I mean, it's, I wouldn't say snobby, but they're very
They're
picky
protective.
they're very protective of their little
surroundings.
town, Boulder City.
Yeah.
And it's literally, a half hour outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Boulder City is. But you go there and it's like you're in this completely different place. And it's just kind of the gateway to Hoover Dam and to Lake Mead is where Boulder City is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we just love Boulder City. And there are just some phenomenal restaurants and little bars. And
Tivoli Village is another great place for dining, walking around, great shops for shopping.
yeah,
They do farmers markets on, I think, Saturday or Sunday, and so does downtown Summerlin.
and downtown
You
Summerlin
want to
is
talk
phenomenal.
about a fun place. They have the greatest farmers markets. They have a lawn where you can just go picnic. You can also, major shopping.
And they
It's a
bring
mall.
and then they'll bring bands out and just have them play out on the grass. We saw this Tom Petty tribute band last year that was like, holy shit, this guy sounds as good as Tom Petty did. I mean, unbelievable.
And downtown Summerlin is on the way to Red Rocks. You've got Red Rock Casino up there. You've got the Las Vegas Ballpark, which is a brand new ballpark for
With our Las Vegas Aviators.
Yeah, for our aviators, which is beautiful. Oh, and coming soon, the new Sony Studios is being built up there as well.
Yeah, it's a $2 billion project that they're building, a full movie studio. Mark Wahlberg is going to be a big part of it.
Big part of it. So that's gonna be
And
exciting.
Sony stuff. And I think the number I heard is $1.8 billion to build this movie studio, because, well, let's face it, everybody's trying to get the hell out of Southern California. Everybody wants out of LA and
Well,
Hollywood.
Not everybody, but quite a few.
A lot
It's
of people
very
do.
Expensive and
And the cost of living here is very similar to Florida in Orlando.
yeah. Still, yeah.
And it's just
Still
nice.
manageable.
Oh,
right?
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
For sure.
So that's just one of our favorite things about it. I don't know. What are some of the other things that if you're going to say, if somebody's visiting from Vegas, where would we take them?
Arts
you
District.
know,
That's why
just the
I'm
Arts
trying to think of
District,
anything
yeah.
else. Oh, you know what though? For some fun and if you're a gamer, we loved the Pinball Hall of Fame, and that is on the Strip, but it's down past Mandalay Bay and kind of, I think it's across from Valley High, the golf course out there. But it's a huge venue with pinball machines starting from the first one up to video and arcade games of today.
Yeah.
And they're all playable.
Some of the latest Stern and,
Oh my gosh.
you know.
So much fun.
and they're all in working order. And the cool thing is they're a nonprofit. So every single penny that they get
Goes to the repair and
Goes
the
to just
conservation of those
maintaining.
machines.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
and keeps them all playable.
a super cool place. I know we were talking about, doing an event,
Oh, like an official TEA event?
Yeah, something Explorers Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You know, they're doing Explorers Toronto and all that fun stuff. And, you know, we've got, and we've got Area 15 coming up with some really cool new stuff. Universal's doing horror. Oh my gosh, I forgot the name.
Oh, the Halloween horrors?
Yeah,
That's
building
coming, but that'll be a year-round
a year-round horror. And how fun, because it
experience.
looks like it's just going to be amazing with different IP and so
rotating
we'll see how that
IPs.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But the building's up. I mean, that building was up in less than 3 months. I think I drive by it every day on the way to work, so
Yeah.
I get to see it. So it's fun. But they're also building like this walk park. So I kind of want to say it looks like City Walk or Downtown Disney, where they have all the different restaurants and shops, and you can actually make a whole experience out of it.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
so
all going like right next to Area 15?
Yeah, you look it up and it's just beautiful. The drawing of it. I'm super excited to see how that turns out because I really like it down there. They have some really fun things. Unfortunately, Lost Spirits is closing their doors at the end of the month, which is
Yeah.
also down in the Area 15.
Greg and Garrick were just talking about that.
Oh, were they?
And just went and did a new review of all the rums they brought home from Lost Spirits Distillery.
God, it's just too bad.
Which
Because
I believe they had,
experience?
and they had Brandy Phillips, I believe, who's part of the new
Their
TV
rum is
show they're
shit.
working on. Yeah, it was
I'm gonna
just
say
really.
It's just,
it's
I
not
think
good.
where they missed the boat was you have to have something for everyone in that kind of atmosphere and environment because man, we loved it there. The circus acts, the cirque entertainers that came through there, it was an amazing venue and they had it right. The experiential part of it, the themed part of it was amazing. But the only thing they served was their rum and their mixes, nothing else. They had water, throughout the venue, and they did have a 7-course meal, but it was like $200 and something a person.
Right.
But you couldn't buy a Diet Coke.
No.
You couldn't buy
Or
any
I'm-
mixers for
I
it.
love my craft beers. There's not a
There was
craft beer to be
nothing.
had
I
in
think
there.
that's where they really missed the boat. Like people would have loved to be there, but you have to serve cocktails. You
Yeah.
cannot.
You need to provide options.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that's where they really. Anyway, I said it 3 times, so I'm not going to say it again. But it's just too bad because we really
It was a
enjoyed
cool
that venue.
concept.
It was a very cool concept.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One of the other things you can do too is you can head down to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway that's on the north end of Las Vegas, and you can actually go and drive all these exotic cars. They have the Richard Petty driving experience, but you can get in and actually, you can either bring your own car and zip around the
Can
main.
you really bring your own car?
Yes, you
Oh,
can.
that's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
We've only been for NASCAR a few times, and
Right.
that was many years ago.
But they got the drag strip. They got so many cool things. But like I said, they also have the experience where you can go in and go drive these amazing, exotic, expensive cars. And they'll run you through a little training program so you know how to drive it and how to safely drive it. And then, you hop in the car and you go rip around that thing doing 150 miles an hour if you're feeling ballsy enough to do it.
That's cool. I wouldn't do that. Just not my gig.
Really misdriving to
No.
misdriving to LA
I'm zoom,
in your
zoom,
Buick,
but
and you go zoom.
I'm not excessive zoom.
Oh,
I don't
all the
wanna
lane,
die.
all the lanes are blocked. So let me hop in the truck lane so I can
Come
pass
on.
everybody.
One time.
One time. Yeah, one time per trip.
Well, if they would move over.
Yeah.
You don't do 55 in the fast lane.
No, you don't.
Let's get real here.
No, you don't. Shannon's like, I don't friggin' think so.
Speaking of LA, I had the greatest time in LA.
Oh yeah, you just went and
Yeah, I
paid.
just went to LA
You
for
just
a
went to
few
go see
days
the guys at Scenario.
Yeah, love that team. They're just so great. They have
Yeah.
the best team. So and I'm not being partial because I like them all so much, but they had their open house last week sometime. I know, who knows when this is going to air, so sorry. But great open house. Their offices are amazing. It was just a great time. They were so gracious. The food was great, drinks. It was fantastic to see everybody. And they great team. Like just talking to everybody. I think they have quite a few employees in that area.
In
but
the LA
it was
spot.
fun. Yeah, it was fun. So we got to visit with them and got to visit Thinkwell and Tate and my friends at Cinnabar. And so just, made the rounds, saw everybody, and we did a little impromptu, meetup, TEA. We just texted everybody and said, hey, Greg, Dan, and I are in town.
Yeah, I was going to say,
somewhere.
both Greg and Dan came, right?
Yeah. And actually, they were talking about that on the last one, huh? So
yeah. I think they
but
made.
anyway, it was a good time, and always good to see everybody out there, and everybody's so supportive and great. So anyway, good trip.
Yeah,
Good trip.
very good trip. And then some fun stuff coming up.
Oh yeah, we've got AAM in Baltimore. We've got Toronto Explorers in June. I'm very excited about Toronto.
Oh yeah,
we're looking at that. We're looking at Montreal as a state location coming up the next year or two. And then we've got State Dollywood, and I've never been, so I am so excited. I've been doing a lot of research.
I will be going along on that, by the way, to St. Dollywood.
I'm sure you will.
Oh, there's no doubt.
I've been doing a lot of research about Pigeon Forge, and the background and the history of not only the city and how it came to be, but the national monuments around it, why theme parks, how tourism got so big, the IP of Dollywood. So there's.
Was it Dolly Parton herself that chose there to put Dollywood, and like, was there a connection?
No, it was an existing park.
Okay.
And Hershend Entertainment.
Yeah.
I believe, and please, I hope I'm not getting this wrong, and I'm remembering correctly. But I believe they reached out to Dolly, or Dolly reached out to them, one or the other, to make it Dollywood.
Oh, okay.
From the park prior to that, I can't remember the name of, but very interesting area. Just some really cool things. So we're exploring all that now. I don't want to tell too much.
Yeah.
There's going to be a couple of very cool evening events. They have the new Dollywood Museum opening up. There's just going to be, So we're doing all this research to curate the content to bring to the members.
Yeah.
So we know exactly where we want to go with it and how it fits. And I'm really loving the location-based storytelling of state.
Mm-hmm.
I think, with Kansas City and really tying in the emotion of that city
beyond just the technical aspects.
I think we look at it differently. Like I want to go back to Kansas City. My friend Michelle's from there, of course, but I told Michelle, I said, I would love to just go back where I'm not at a conference.
Yeah.
Where I can just go explore the whole city, because now I know a lot about it and why it came to be and what it's about, and that makes it special. So. Well,
that's very, very cool.
Super excited.
And then, of course, I'm excited because at the end of June will be the Rum and Nerdy The Weekend. In Nashville, Lord. Which is going to be pretty epic.
The more people you tell me are going and the more things you're doing, I'm like, can I go now?
It is a
really
boys' trip, Shannon. Unless you want to put on the fake mustache.
They told me if I did, I could come. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
No, I'm gladly actually going to stay home by myself.
Yeah.
And kick my husband to the curb.
There you go. There you go.
And just enjoy some alone time. And oh my God, you guys are going to.
And I'm so excited to see so much live music in Nashville.
And you've never been to Nashville, so.
No, this will be my first time.
That'll be a fantastic.
And I've got a couple friends there that work in the media there, so I'm going to try to catch up with them. With my buddy Eric, and we'll see if we can hook up with him. And he's a guitar player, and then also has his own TV show where he interviews people like Dolly.
Oh yeah, pretty amazing,
You know,
a long way.
So yeah, he's just doing some great stuff. So yeah, very excited. So yeah, that's kind of what we got coming up for trips, at least for the next few months, and to get us into the summer. Oh, one place I wanted to mention here in Vegas, and I have not been to yet, but I want to go, is the Atomic Museum.
Oh, yeah. And
where it goes into the history of the atomic testing and the Nevada test site. And
yeah.
I remember as a kid here in Vegas where they would do the underground testing of the nuclear bombs still when I was growing up. And we would do it, and we had our golden Labrador retriever. She would go nuts, and you'd actually see the pool start waving, like the water would splash back and forth when they would do the bomb.
I hate to interrupt this story, but it's in my mind now, and if I don't, I'm going to forget.
What?
Tell this story, because this is so freaking cool.
Huh.
Casino, the movie.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually lived in the house on 5th Street.
Yeah.
When, what's his name?
Frankie Rosenthal.
Frankie Rosenthal's car was blown up.
Yeah, Frank Rosenthal.
Yeah. Right? So tell that story.
He was Frank Lefty Rosenthal. And
one of the famous mobsters here, if you've ever seen the movie Casino, and who hasn't.
yeah, and their famous scene where his car, his Cadillac, they put a bomb in. So when he goes to start the car, turn the key over, the bomb goes
Boom.
off. And it happened at a Tony Roma's right down the street from where I live. So needless to say, it shook our house when that bomb went off.
And were you all home?
Oh, yeah.
Your parents,
And-
you.
and-
How old were you? Do you remember?
Oh, geez. I was probably around 10, 11, 12. And my dad, because I was a nerd, had just gotten me
No.
a Radio Shack police scanner.
Oh, my God.
And so we heard
Not the police scanner.
So we heard the bomb go off, and immediately my dad rushes in my room and says, "Turn on the police scanner." And we turned it on, and almost immediately knew whose car it was that was blown
Wow.
up way before like the TV news started talking about it, because of course they had to verify. It was just like, well, we believe it is Frank Rosenthal's car. And because he had this metal plate that was on the bottom of the
that's
car,
right. That's right.
the fire and the explosion completely went around him while sitting in
And
the
he was
driver's
able to
seat.
get out of the car?
And he was able to get out of the car and survive that blast,
Crazy.
which is amazing. And I believe I'd have to
Well,
look
and
it
you'll
up.
see a lot of this information is in the mall museum.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy what they have there and the story that they tell. And the courthouse at the mall museum is the original. So originally it was the post office, the first
Right.
post office in Las Vegas. And then it became the courthouse.
Right.
And it was the original courthouse where a lot of these mobsters were tried. And our
With
former mayor, Oscar
Oscar Goodman.
Goodman, was the trial lawyer at the time.
Yeah.
So we had Oscar Goodman for, many years as mayor. And then his wife, Carolyn Goodman.
And she's
now
finally
she's just
terming
finally
out.
retiring and terming out. And it was just an incredible story.
Yeah, we've had like 16 years of the Goodmans as mayor.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they've done so much good for this city.
They have. I actually, Oscar came to one of our color reflections parties. We throw an anniversary party every year we did for our local clients, because we used to be just local and now we're more global.
Yeah.
But we'd have 400 to 700 people in our parking lot. And one year we sent Oscar an invitation with his face on it. And he came and he brought his gin. What was his gin? I don't drink gin, so I can't. Bombay. Was it Bombay?
Yeah, I think it is Bombay.
Sapphire. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was his gin of choice. And he would walk around with his gin martini.
In that huge martini glass.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. Anyway, more about Oscar Goodman if you're interested. Look him up. He's a great.
By all means, if you've never
Old
seen the movie
mobster
Casino,
attorney.
you
Yeah.
need to see
Oh my
it, because
gosh, who hasn't?
it's
Seriously.
just such a fantastic movie.
For sure.
And
But
so much truth in it.
I'm so glad you don't have that police scanner anymore. Because the minute you said that, I went, oh my God, that
Oh.
police scanner. He used to turn it on all the time.
Oh,
And
when I first met Shannon,
I
like
think it's been retired
16,
now.
17 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to have it on all the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't remember when you retired that bad boy. I think that, our second house.
Well, it was actually right after 1 October, and you could still hear everything up for the police scanner. And
Oh, that's right. We were sitting in our backyard
we were sitting in our backyard
with my cousin
listening to a lot of that.
and my cousin's wife.
Yeah.
And her
Was at
two
that
friends were
festival.
at the festival, and he just zipped out of there to go pick him up and get him out of there. It was so scary.
It was very scary. But right after that, Metro did what a lot of other police departments have done, and they've gone full digital encrypted.
right. So you can't
So-
hear it anymore.
No, anybody with a common police scanner has no way to listen in, because you need the encryption code, which of course nobody.
Wait, so is that why you don't have a police scanner anymore?
That's exactly
Oh
why
my
I don't have a
gosh,
police
which means
scanner
you would
anymore.
still have it.
Oh, without a question.
So funny.
Without a question. Hey, listen, Jen, and I'm the guy that like gets all excited because I get a notification on my phone when there's a
There's a
police
car
chase
chase.
and when there's a police pursuit in LA, and I've got like
Oh my
KTLA
gosh. Yeah,
and ABC7 and the different ones that'll notify
You're
me
watching
when
it
they're
for
live.
like an hour, and I look over and I go, really? Really?
I love it because you
do.
never know what's going to happen.
That's why you loved watching Cops so much.
Oh, totally. You know, you
So
you
funny.
see a car that's literally starting to smoke because they're driving on the rims.
Okay, so my drink's empty. That was delicious. Yours is still full. Is it because you're just talking too much?
Because I'm just talking too much, which
That was
according
delicious.
to you, that happens.
I think I should no, I think I'm going to slow down. It's only, what, 10:30 now? And yeah, I'm going to slow down.
Yeah.
Still want to get in the pool.
It's a whole, yeah.
It's a whole day.
Yeah, it's a whole day. So, needless to say, we're getting there, But it's...
So what else? What else do we want to talk about? How much time we got left?
Oh, I don't know. We've still got.
They do about an hour?
Left. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they do about an hour, and I want to make my friends Greg and Garrick happy and
make them proud.
I want to make them proud. Absolutely.
I love it.
Any good movies that you're excited about? Anything specifically good and nerdy that you're excited about?
No.
The new Ghostbusters I want to see.
Yeah, I in all fairness, I didn't see the second one because I'm one of those people that are just like, how many? Star Wars is, of course, the exception to the rule.
Right.
I'm going to give Star Wars and Harry Potter. Harry Potter, the first 3 or 4, and I know you don't watch it, but very, very good.
Yeah.
But something like Ghostbusters, I'm like, how can you can't just imitate that magic.
Well,
there's nowhere to go.
According to Greg and Garrick, the Ghostbusters Afterlife that came out a couple years ago was...
Yeah, and we didn't see that either.
We didn't.
All right, so that's got to be on the list.
They both said that it is an amazing movie that we absolutely need to watch. They talked about it on Rum and Nerdy and just said fantastic. And now they've got the new one coming out, and it does feature some of the original stars of the original, like Bill Murray is in it, I believe, and Dan Aykroyd. So really excited to we just simply need to watch it.
Well, we've been, let's go pop culture for a second.
Yeah.
We've been going back and forth about Taylor Swift's release on Friday. Not that anybody really cares, but it's been all over the news and the media.
Garrick is a huge Swiftie.
Yeah. So I'm
huge
excited to hear what he thinks. On Sirius XM, they have the Taylor channel right now on channel 13.
Taylor's version,
which was amazing. So there's a whole other story because,
be honest, is that the reason you're now a Chiefs fan?
Yes. Well, it was like the trifecta, right? I mean, my besties are Chiefs fans. I bought the outfits, and then there's Kelsey.
There's
and
Travis,
even when we were at SAIT, Kansas City, and we went to the game that night, Taylor was there. I got pictures from across the field in her little box.
Oh, that's right. She was at the game.
She was at the game, and it was just kind of cool. I am not a huge Swiftie. I wouldn't consider myself a Swiftie. I like her music and some of her songs.
Yeah.
I do not listen to the full albums. I'm not that girl. I really never have been since everything went digital, right? You don't listen to the albums anymore, which is sad. But I mean, you give me a Fleetwood Mac, you give me a Heart, you give me a Loggins and Messina, I'll listen. Those albums I know front to back because I had great parents that taught me.
There you go.
Good music, but Taylor Swift is a phenomenon in her own right, and so I've just been following the haps and who she's dissing on what and how this is going to play out. Anyway, enough of that.
I have mad respect for Taylor. I do, and me, I'm not that much of a pop guy, so it's not like I'm ever cranking up Taylor Swift in the car while driving around. I'm not. I'm more a rock guy, but total respect for what she's been able to achieve and the fact that you never see her on TMZ ever.
No, you don't.
I mean, outside of her playing smoochy face at Coachella with Travis,
right.
But that's all you got, TMZ on Taylor. Like, that's not a big
Which
deal.
is great.
I
It was great
love
to
the
see that
fact,
at Coachella.
because I just see her for young girls everywhere, that she is a role model. And the fact that a very positive role model, and that's why I respect Taylor.
Yeah, agreed. I love the story of, because my top 2 artists right now are like Pink, Kelly Clarkson. I love those women.
Yeah.
Very strong, great songwriters, great performers. The Pink concert was amazing. But I love the story of Taylor on, I think it was the Kelly Clarkson show. And Taylor's album, all her rights to all her songs that she wrote and performed were sold. So she didn't own them anymore. And there was this, big deal about it. And Kelly goes, why don't you just record them again and resell them? Then they're yours. You don't have to worry about this anymore.
Yeah.
And Taylor was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Actually, I think it was a tweet or an email or something now that I think about it. But so the story is that every time Taylor releases a new song, not a new song, but an old song redone, Taylor's
Redone.
version. is
Or
what
the
she
album
calls
or
it.
another album.
Yeah, that she sends Kelly Clarkson flowers as a thank you for giving her that idea
Wow.
to redo her music. And I just think that, women supporting women in that industry or any, industry is amazing. And I just love the story.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
That's fantastic. That's one of the things I love that you've been able to, heck, you and Melissa are just spearheading, getting more women and more diversity within TEA, and you guys are just doing some amazing things.
Oh, thanks. It's a hard job.
Yeah?
It's a very hard job.
No doubt about it. You got some of the old guard that's in there, and it's just fun seeing kind of the new guard come in and shake things up a little bit and just doing some amazing, amazing things.
Absolutely.
Some amazing projects that you guys are working on.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
It's just cool. It's just cool. Well, heck, we've been chatting along here for about 45 minutes, and unless you got anything else you really want to mention.
I don't. I think I'm going to try a little bit of this rum with one of my juice ice cubes because I think the strawberry banana pineapple one with the blueberries in it will be really good with this rum. So I think I'm going to try that next and then drink a big glass of water and get in the pool.
And then get in the pool. Yep, this will be our first time in the pool. Here we are in
Greg
April.
and Garrick, safe travels.
Yeah.
We hope you like it.
Without a doubt. And remember that if you want to reach out to the show, it's show@rumandnerdy.com. That is rumandnerdy.com. The socials are also rum and nerdy. And, of course, you can also check out the website, rumandnerdy.com. And they always say, hey, a big thanks to Dave Martin, demodavepro.com. So let me pop that
throw
in.
that in there, huh?
And would you like to plug anything you want to plug? Do you want to plug
No, I'm
anything
good.
you're doing?
No.
All right.
No.
Well, there we go. So that is a wrap from Las Vegas, the brunch edition from Las Vegas of Rum and Nerdy. And Shannon, stay nerdy, my friends.
Stay nerdy, my friends.
If you only knew what we've been up to, I guarantee you keep it secret. So give it to me now. We're lost in a dream now. Do it one more time. In the Vegas lights, where feelings spend the weekend. The deep end, we're swimming with the sharks until we drown. The Vegas lights, the lies and affectations, sensation. We're winning till the curtains coming down.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Rum and Nerdy. I'm Greg.
And I'm Garrick.
And that was the Las Vegas Takeover. Big thanks to Demo Dave
DemoDavePro.com.
and Shannon for really kind of stepping up and helping us out, knowing that we were going to be out for so much. And they wanted to take some of the weight off our shoulders.
And sitting at their kitchen table and recording a really good episode.
Yeah, so thank you for having our backs and helping us out. We love you guys.
Best surprise ever.
Absolutely. And
Stay nerdy, my friends.
Now, if you're thinking of taking a vacation, may I suggest Las Vegas, Nevada? Thank you. Oh, the rest of you, no, I don't want to go. We have a wonderful casino here in town. And the reason you should go to Las Vegas is because for only the second time ever, they have rebuilt Sodom and Gomorrah. It's back! And you have the opportunity to see it before it turns to salt. And you want to get out there before the Christian right finds out what we're up to and shits all over it. When you're in Las Vegas, a lot of people don't know what to do. Here's what you do. You go to the casino in your hotel. You get $100 in quarters upon your arrival. You immediately go to your room. You lock the door. Then you sit down on those beds and you look at those quarters for a long time. Why? Because you're never going to see them again. Then you take those quarters into the bathroom and you flush them one by one by one. And the nice thing about that is every so often the toilet will back up and you'll feel like a winner! Now, the best time to go to Vegas is around Christmas time because nothing beats standing in a casino watching people gamble while they play Christmas carols. I'm Jewish and I'm astonished. You've got to see that live because there's no drug that you can take that will reproduce it. People going, God damn damn it, Jesus Christ. Holy fuck. Ba-ra-pa-pa-pum. Me and my drum.